In the always popular category of tell me something I don't already know, Jerry Jones is making it clear that AB isn't coming to DFW. Jerry Jones hanging out in LA, I think. And of course, TMZ prowls them streets, the mean streets, and they find Jerry Jones getting into his limousine. And they ask him, and by the way, people make fun of TMZ, but somebody's got to ask this question, because even though we already know the answer, I already know the answer, I already told you the answer, you already know the answer. No, Jerry Jones hasn't said the answer, so fine, go get the answer. And they ask about the possibility of Antonio Brown wearing a star on his helmet. The embattled receiver, of course, has referenced Jones by name, most recently saying, tell Jerry Jones to call me if he wants production. And we know that's not the deal. That's not actually what Antonio Brown brings to your team, by the way. Production is not the first thing that he brings to your team, sadly, and it's really not that funny. Brown reached out the same way back in March. If you want to harness my energy, he announced to the world, Cowboys should sign me. He is 34. He has not drawn significant interest from any NFL team since his bizarre and unfortunate departure from the Tampa Bay Buccaneers when he left that January contest in New York by removing his upper equipment and running into the locker room while a play was in progress. He later blamed the whole thing on a disagreement with the coach Bruce Arians. He ended his season with some numbers of sorts, 500 yards and 40 catches in 8 games. But the Cowboys are not interested. And Jerry's declaration, which you've heard before, you don't have to like his declaration after he says the Antonio Brown part, but I think we do understand the Antonio Brown part. Are you interested in Antonio Brown coming to the Cowboys, Jerry? Mr. TMZ, we're good. Now, I don't know if they're good. I don't know if the Cowboys wide receivers are good, but they are good enough without Antonio Brown. Jerry said, Mr. TMZ, we want to give these young fellas a real chance to make this team. And of course, a bunch of these young fellas are going to make the team, even if the Cowboys do eventually make a wide receiver move. T.Y. Hilton, Emmanuel Sanders, Will Fuller. The team is confident that the third-year playmaker CeeDee Lamb, presently sitting this weekend with a minor cut on his foot, that he'll be the number one guy and be a star. Maybe, as I've suggested, lead the league in targets. And then there is Michael Gallup, hopefully coming back by October. There is James Washington, who's going to be out of sight, out of mind for a couple months, unfortunately. Jalen Tolbert, the rookie. They like him. Waiting for him to do something, but they like him. Noah Brown, valued so much that he actually sat out with the starters in the preseason opening loss at Denver. And then the other young guys, Simi Fehoko, who made about the only play of the night for Dallas at Denver with his touchdown. Dennis Houston, UDFA rookie, not a gigantic guy, but seems to understand what he's supposed to do here. Kavontae Turpin, MVP of the USFL, almost certainly has a role here in some form. And TJ Vasher, been a while, but TJ Vasher is in this mix somewhere as well. Of that group, Fehoko was the most noticeable impact guy. On Saturday, 5th round pick from 2021, got the 12-yard touchdown pass, helping the Cowboys avoid a shutout in the Rockies. Ben DiNucci, hey, getting the touchdown pass in that 17-7 loss. The young receivers will get another chance Saturday night at the Chargers. Of course, the joint practice here today, Thursday, and then the Saturday night game, a late night in DFW. And Cowboy fans will be watching on TV. And so will Antonio Brown. Thank you for subscribing to what we do. Oh, wait, you haven't subscribed yet? It's free. There's about 53,000 of us that hang out here multiple times every day. We invite you to be part of Fish Heads inside Cowboys Nation. Fish out.